The Habs Hammer the Flyers. Right here Talking Habs with Rick, the #1 hockey channel. Okay, before we get to that, can you please subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't already, and that'll notify you of my videos as they come out. Question of the night: are the Habs ready for the Leafs on Saturday? Can leave a comment in the comment section below. I'd really like to know what you guys think, and I read all my comments and I answer. And stay tuned to the end of this video for my 3 stars of this game. Okay, that's my dog barking at herself. Okay, so right away the game starts off kind of with a bang. At 58 seconds in, Danault carrying the puck across the Flyers line. He dishes it off to his right to Gallagher. Gallagher shoots and scores for his 24th, and that's from Danault and Kulak. Habs are starting off with energy and speed, creating the chances, just like I said they need to do. A minute later, Riley hits the post. So they're really on their game, and they're firing on all cylinders. The one thing they're not firing on is clearing the zone. They're having a little trouble clearing the zone, and because of that, a couple of times in the first period, the Flyers get some sustained pressure. But nothing comes of it, really, and they're just having a little trouble. At 3:11, Kotkaniemi gets his 11th from Byron. Byron streaks up the ice and crosses the blue line, and just a little bit in, does the same thing that Danault did with Gallagher. He dishes it off to his right. That's where Kotkaniemi is. Kotkaniemi fires a nice wrist shot. Boom, right in. So Kotkaniemi gets his 11th. Julian told him to shoot more, and he's doing that. He's shooting. So good on him. So that he gets his 11th. That's from Byron. I don't know if there was another assist on there, because from Ben and Byron. Beautiful. Okay, so now 10:33, Gallagher takes a shot. He's on the left of Hart. He takes just a shot to the short side. Who would have thought? But it goes in. Hart didn't cover up on the side well enough, and I think it skirted in past his skate. So that's Gallagher's 25th of the night, and his second of the night too. Not his 25th of the night. 25th of the season, second of the night. Nothing much else happens in the period, and all these 3 periods, they're not very eventful, except for the few things that happen. And so it's a fantastic period, though, by Montreal. They use their speed to create bounces and chances. Gallagher on fire. Kotkaniemi, Danault, Shaw, everybody just having a good night, except one guy. I don't know if you can guess. Drouin, nowhere to be seen. And I didn't see much of Weber, but Weber wasn't having a bad night, just not doing much to be noticed. Not that Danault had a bad night, but it was invisible. Okay, Price was sharp. The transition game was good. And they were first on loose pucks, which was very important. They did that all night. They were first on the puck. On the negative, having trouble clearing their zone and giving Philly sustained pressure because of that. And like I was saying, where was Drouin? I barely noticed him. As a matter of fact, I don't think I noticed Drouin till the end of the second, somewhere in the second. I didn't even know he was playing. That's how bad it was. Okay, shots on goal. Let's get through this. 15 for Montreal, 8 for Philly. Philly had the only power play, and they did not score. In the second, Galley takes a tripping penalty right off at 24 seconds in. Price was solid on the power play. The Flyers had some chances. And then Galley gets his first career hat trick on a 2-on-1 rush with Shaw. Shaw passes it over to him, and then he buries it for his... I don't know. My writing can be bad sometimes. He buries it for his 26th at 2:56. Shaw and Weber with the assists. So early on into the second, we're leading 4-0. The pace is much slower, though, in this period. Habs not flying like in the first. And then at 6:48, Tatar gets his 20th on a feed from Domi. Domi was behind the net at the backboards, and he just like a kind of a backhand pass. And Tatar dangles just for a second and then buries it. So a really nice goal. It was a mostly uneventful second period, kind of like the first, but less eventful, despite the 2 goals, because that was pretty much what happened. Habs clearing the zone better. They're starting to clear it better. Their transition is good. Their passing is good and tight. And I meant good and sharp. And they're tight defensively. Excuse me. Don't mean to stumble. They got 11 shots to Phillies 10 shots. No power plays. The Phillies won, and they did not score on that one. Third period comes along. Totally uneventful third period. At least up until the first goal happens, and that first goal is by Raffle, his fifth, on a really weird shot, almost like a change-up type of shot. Bounce over Price's head, bouncing around and in. Beats Price for his fifth, as I said, from Gossesbeer and Konechny. I finally noticed Drouin. And there you go. What are we at the end of the second, like I said, with 6 minutes left. It was a good dominant performance by the whole team. I'm in the third period here. Yeah, did I say we were... I wish I could cut this, but I can't. Anyway, sorry. Good dominant performance. Yeah, we're in the third period. I'm glad you guys put up with me. Probably not too many people watching at this point anyways, but we'll continue on. Yeah, by the whole team. Although Drouin, like I said, was a no-show again tonight. At least I didn't. It didn't affect the outcome tonight that he wasn't there, but he had like barely even a shot. I don't know if he had a shot on net. You hardly noticed him, and it was horrible. There were no power plays for Montreal, which might have worked to their advantage tonight, considering their lack of success on the power play and prowess on 5-on-5. And the lack of power play success didn't have to weigh, on them tonight, so it didn't affect their game in any way. They cleared their zone beautifully in the third. Transition game was solid, as was Price. They had the Flyers frustrated all night, and playing on their heels a bit. And by the last 5-6 minutes, Flyers just gave up. Don't blame them. It was 5-1. So on to the Leafs in Toronto Saturday night with the Habs confident and scoring again, which is good. Great job by Gallagher with his hat trick, his first hat trick of his career, and he almost had a fourth in the third. Kokonyemi, another good game, getting the game winner. Yay, and I called that. If anybody's still watching and they watch my preview, I called Kokonyemi for the game winner. I called it 3-2, but still I called Kokonyemi for the game winner. And it was his first game winner, by the way, of his career, and I'm sure not his last. So now if you have been watching through all my stumbles and ums and ahs, we're at the end, my 3 stars of the game. Number 3, Kokonyemi for his game winner. Number 2, Price for his solid play. He wasn't overly busy, but he was solid. That goal was not his fault. It was such a weird bounce. And number 1, of course, Gallagher for his hat trick. Gallagher for the hat trick, almost had 4. He was hot all night. So that's 1, 2, and 3 stars, and there you go. That's my review of the game. So please like and subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't already, and notify you of all my videos. And question of the night, are the Habs ready for the Leafs on Saturday, especially after this dominating win over the Flyers? You can leave a comment in the comment section below. And let's see. I want to thank you all for watching, and especially for putting up with that 10-second stumble there. And look for my coverage of, I'm trying to read my writing, of trades and rumors over the next 4 days till the trade deadline, because the trade deadline is in sight. So the next game is Saturday in Toronto, and I will be doing pregame and postgame. And check out that video there, maybe 2, I'm not sure. And I want to thank you for watching once again. Enjoy till Saturday. Bye-bye. Hopefully it'll turn off.